War in the wires, silence in the sirens. They built me for conquest, dressed me in defiance. Raised in the game, but wouldn't stand alone. Kept my guard up to the marrow in my bones. My father said, survival and strip you. I wore pride like armor, let the envy clip through. I knew better, still I played the short term winning. Chase will glow, never knows to rot within. They taught us, dominate or get dusted. Trust no one, only deals never trusted. I knew a man who buried 5 just from hustling. Still said peace while he watched his whole block rusted. Power or purpose, that's what they handed. Scarcity carved into the lines we printed. You lose or you eat, there was never a choice. And I sharpened my tongue till I lost my voice. I felt it, the game feeding off our fear. Kept us distant, even when we stood near. We wore the same pain, but never matched tone. In a system where even teams die alone. I stepped out the loop, broke that old design. Star behind the burn, there was room to align. The fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain. Hey. The fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain. They feed on pain. Yeah, the fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain. The fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain. Trophies in the dust, I still feel the heat. Every handshake back then came with teeth. I watched my brother trade sleep for stature. And me, I learned to barter with disaster. Boardroom deals or street finesse. It's the same game, just a cleaner dress. I saw him climb just to claim a perch, only to push the next man face first in the dirt. They sell you pride as a form of control, make you fight for a prize that's already sold. My wins all left me cold. Stack respect like ships in a fold. But what's power when no one to trust it? What's legacy if fear built the structure? I walked out the circle, lit a match at the door. Watched the flames dance, but didn't need more. Now I build slow roofs before skyline. No more blood for a name that ain't mine. Still got ashes on my coat from back then, but I won't torch what I could begin again. Oh, fires don't fade, fires don't fade, they feed on pain.
Built on rivalry, same old game. The course too high, but play anyway. No,
fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain.
You burn for status, then burn again. Your lip wins and it loops again. Oh,
fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain.
They feed on pain.
Fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain. Fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain. Fires don't fade, the fires don't fade, they feed on pain.
We lit the world to prove we could survive it, and lost ourselves trying to outshine each other. But I've seen what thrives in the light after fire. It's not conquest. It's what we choose to grow together.
Uncle said you sound raw for script. All you talk about is not getting rich. With the floor when they sold us pitch. Broke the mold and we ditched the glitch. This is structurally deliberate. Run from a world with the game resets. I built my slow, no regrets. I see you chase the cloud through the algorithm. I watch it design out the mechanism. Legacy's bigger than credit lines. I move like murders that outlast time. No burning fast for a headline high. I'm planting seeds where the drought runs dry. You bartered loyalty for relevance. Pushed your brand, lost your elegance. I built with strangers and that the tense. Didn't need rank to establish sense. You war for the prize, we redesign. You take from the earth, we realign. Your numbers lie, that's been refined. You auction off soul, we decentralize. Truth's not profit, it's the commons. We scale slow while you chase the promise. You lost friends in the name of honor. We found trust and became the authors. Uncle said you sound off the script. All you talk about is not getting rich. Put the floor when they sold us bitch. Broke the mold and we ditched the glitch. This is structurally deliberate. I saw kings fall for a quarter of the game. They mine gold, but they corroded the frame. You build high, but you crack the beam. I passed on the ground, I was building a team. I don't envy the first to climb. I move with the ones who design the spine. Power's just noise without depth inside. You flood the market, we ride the tide. No thrones, just circles of shared intent. I watch them bluff with capital spent. I seen cordial dressed up as vision. We found warmth with selfless precision. They gave us guns, we reforged plows. You're at the top, but who's with you now? You count wins, I count returns. They chase fire, I watch what burns. I watch your fortress collapse in silence while we built cities on mutual reliance. We post numbers, we post results. You need control, we post with trust. Uncle said you sound off the script. All you talk about is not getting rich. Built the floor when they sold us bitch. Broke the mold and we ditched the glitch. This is structurally deliberate. Oh yeah, when the smoke clears and the signal is strong, and you look to your crew like did we survive, and it ain't no win or loss, you just realize that the game never ends, and just realize. Yeah. I'm not the one for the Hunger Games. You can flex all day, but we built the frame. All that flash is a borrowed name. I cruise grown roofs that don't need a claim. Things I seen in the silent cold. Trust built slow, no debt old. They measure reach, we measure ripple. You chase viral, we rewire systems. I left the rush for a real design. Shared meals, no dotted line. Kept the open source native rhyme. Then watch your empire eat its spine. You build walls, we break syntax. You rent peace, we broke impact. Truth don't trend, it just persists. You auction noise, our architect shifts. I sun mobiles with patient play. Reclaim time like I own delay. Gentle hands, but my work is loud. You scream solo, we sing in crowds. It's no flex, it's a line intent. 100 miles, only one got spent. And I don't need just stage applause. We write new rules, no kings, no czars.
Yeah, when the noise fades, let the mirrors clear as you ask yourself what you really gave. And it ain't a badge, your check they wave. It's the way we play, we're here to stay.
Adding to my syntax. Skip the flex, I invest in feedback. No kings here, we vote with the C-Tech. Strong signal cutting through the decaf. They build tribes, Dan John in contact. I build bridges, still leave my impact. Run these streets, there's rules we don't hijack. Sink all these minds, where's my time back? All I see is 10-year plans and short-term can't advise. Not enough trust, whole lot of branded ties. My alarm is red, you got me why? I turn the silence into signal, amplified. Systems break when the ego drives. I seen teams fold just to stay alive. They flooded feeds, redesigned the string. I skip height, never sold a dream. False light rape, but this is fear. And I'm under the lights and never near. Set a roof with power there. None of the leaders report here. No script when moment called, but new record here it falls. You understand the Randy Borders voice that rises to seek pro. Fractals speak with the data clocks. I build code with the ones they forgot. No codes here, just know the node. We cruise through noise in a different mode. POV patterns in my syntax. Skip the flex, I invest in feedback. No kings here, we vote where the seeds at. Strong signal cutting through the deep calf. They build tribes, then John in contact. I build bridges, still leave my impact. Run these truths, there's rules we don't hijack. Sink all these minds, where's my time back? Okay, call me prison call. I reflect what I map. I don't hunt for the crown, I design a map. Got that system sinker pressure cooking facts. And my algorithm lean, ain't no looking back. They ghost ride trends, we bootstrap trust. We scale through care, they collapse from lust. See the motive in the metadata. You tweet smoke, I cultivate acreage. Y'all chase echo, I break the loop. Whole frame fake, I've been the truth. We don't bluff, just sinking proof. By your timelines, war and the brand is spoof. Let them pose, look at just a blade. I hold space, they perform for prey. I left the board and moved the rig, built the mesh net. Big nine pools too big. No one leads, and yet it flows. Coherent takes where the single grows. POV patterns in my syntax. Skip the flex, I invest in feedback. No kings here, we vote where the seeds at. Sean signal cutting through the decaf. It built tribes, then John the contact. I built bridges, still leave my impact. When these truths rules, we don't hijack. Sink all these minds, where's my time back? If they had to trace the motive for the team code, I've seen survival shaped by the wrong mode. Kept it guarded neutral silos, till I found a map in the shared load. We all blink the same when the stress hits, but the script diverges where the care sits. They mimic heat, we rewire norms. No single torch, we reframe storms. I watch full shades to self-define. Carve the names, left the rest behind. But I step out when the pull got wide. Found self in the voice that line. I say peace, but I don't retreat. I speak with data that don't delete. My strength in war is how I connect, even when doubts what you least expect. There's no throne where roots go deep, and the song don't drop unless all eat. I built this from the in-between, no pride, just a living machine. POV patterns in my syntax. Skip to flex, I invest in feedback. No kings here, we vote where the seeds at. Sean signal cutting through the decaf. They built tribes, then John the contact. I built bridges, still leave my impact. When these truths, there's rules, we don't hijack. Sink all these minds, where's my time back?
12 tape drop, one match lit and the thread don't stop. They send a flag like filters and virtue. Swipe your stance, let the algorithm serve you. No foundation, just a house in flames. Fights for views while the structure caves. Post a quote, start a war for likes. Never a question who put the mic. We all inside on the blaze effect. But I trace the source, not who bled. So be it. So be it. So be it. C.L.I.C.K.S. Roots views Baytex. I can show you how a fight's fake for context. Screams record, then it spreads like contact. I see the cycle, ain't nothing new to dissect. Catch a ratio like it's a medal. I got 10 more think pieces than the kettle. If I ain't on the feed where the beef stay level, then I'm watching your Fred spin out like a bevel. Double takes viral rage, call it theory. Turn real pain into takes you query. Polarity's a product, they engineer it. Keep the tension hot so you overhear it. Draw pile, rewind, clip was clean. But no one asks what it really means. So I move slow, no flame for show. I walk through fire, just check below.
This is structurally deceptive.
You ain't listen, just react. Same smoke on a different track. Split the broom, get your clout. All that noise just echoes doubt. Scroll past truth for dopamine. They serve it hot, but keep it lean. Push agendas, feed the feed. No one sober, all one seed. You stand sold out at the pop-up booth. Branded pain, no living proof. The house ain't theirs, the ours is both. You burn it down, you'll kill the growth. I ain't here for retweet's sake. I build from heat that others fake. They flame each other for a score, but I step through to check the flaw.
This is culturally performative.
So be it. So be it. So be it. She posted rage, she fired back. No one noticed where the wall had cracked. Justice and merch, pride on tap. They clapped then sprawled and double backed. You frame the heat like it's all designed, but I see fear in the headline spine. I trace the cold, no need to flee. If it's burning down, then I'd rather see So be it. So be it. So be it. Mammals and tuxes play poker beneath the floodlights. Go chip the compressed bikes. Now to see your algorithms dancing on appetite. Click straight for birthrights. Reflex coded in the meat suit. Status run feedback loop. Special figure sweet truth. Reboot. Deep in the cortex, that's that cheat root. Ancient drive master means let me read you. Elite proof. Splice with primates and pulse of fire. Built the throne out of tools, but the base is wires. Don't shoot on will, got a leash and a bias. Head cycle fast, dopamine's the supplier. Crave like cavemen, dresses with design. Flesh like pretzels, hope to this refine. Why do you think about the visit to the spine? Seeing social scaffold, but the blue seal bind. Every gene's deems a whisper from the climb. Yet we forged through cold, step outside the line. Built and sick from the ground. Took the raw and rewrote. Still hear drum beat, but we learn not to cloak. Mammals and tuxes play poker beneath the floodlights. Courtship and compressed fights. Got to see algorithms dancing on appetite. Click straight for birthrights. Primal's the engine. Echo through millennia ride will turn breath and attention. All of our ventures is better extensions. Still flipping when excited, that's hardwired prevention. Breath of the tribe, we built our ascension. Draw loud and limbic still staring intentions. Every mix with mine had survival dimensions. Even peace got teeth, with depression and pension. I move with precision, dialectic over venom. I revise delirium. No profits, just violence with every division. Cooperation's not soft, it's imperative wisdom. From fire bits to fight, the same mission. From war drums to forums, same friction, same fear, same love, same friction. But now we architect the instincts restriction. With purpose, recursion, intentions, and mission. And you still try to call that fiction. Mammals and tuxes play poker beneath the floodlights. Ship the compressed pipes. Yeah, you see it, algorithms dancing on appetite. Click straight for birthrights.
How I'm holding, all things considered. Let's not romance it. Try plans, they splintered. We try to bridge it, our future and vision. But he in the kitchen, they reason gon' miss it. Blueprints and friction. Again. We said peace and cracked it. Truth, we redacted. Again. Took shots for a cause, now the core feel plastic. If the frame ain't strong, they collapse it. Ideal turn their tactics, pure turn pragmatic. Minds get drawn, then blurred in the static. I watch better angels get backhanded. Thought we were changing the game, just branded. See him posting in their virtual cans. All grace lose grip when the band lands.
Pressure breaks all the halos, found undone in the shadows. We were dreaming of better till the riot said never. Kept the hope in the locket. We gon' drop it when the heat come down. When this chess game gets played harder. Yeah, the foe feels so honest. Yeah, the foe feels so honest.
All things considered, I stay committed. Even when the wave came and capsized spirit, we had hearts on sleeves, got holes straight through it. They said hold the line, then just do it. I was building bridges, it wasn't the limit. Cast me out the frame with being different. Pain in me, feeling cut me from the image. The arc been slow, but I still feel bridges. Spent time with the fraction, not the fixture. Every pledge we wrote, now quiet whisper. Talk about peace till the funds go missing. Talk about love till it's time to listen. Watch the table flip when it's not tradition. Took the hits, now I step in precision. Kept the code even when the wall shifted. Maybe all the chaos is the point of the mission.
Pressure breaks all the halos, found undone in the shadows. We were dreaming of better till the riot said never. Kept the hope in the locket. We gon' drop it when the heat come down. When this chess game is played harder. Yeah, the foe feels so honest. Yeah, the foe feels so honest.
Truth or lie, just formalities.
Ain't no way around it. They sell hope with disclaimers and casualties. Ain't no way around it. You can paint the beast, crack showtime. The louder the poles, the quicker the climb. They'll cheer your rise, then cut your climb. So play your queen, don't wait for a sign. Ashes, glass shards. Big stage, small guards. Muted hearts in the margins. And the cost was worth the defiance. I consider all things.
No illusion, space line, we in motion. Courtship coded in the dance, that's devotion. Hardwired for attraction, that's the potion. Signal sent from the spans to the ocean. No scripts, yeah, the species been floating. Watch the peacocks fan, that's a promotion. Hunters gaze, then a feast, then commotion. Same loops from the dawn, we just lotion. Dress the chaos in the frame, call it culture. Pack bond and make guarded the sculpture. Mirror norms, pick the pace, no sculpture. It's embedded, not designed, we just stole it. Prehistoric when we post it. Scroll wars, clickbait, we chose it. The code older than the stories we boast in. You see a trend, I see genes in motion. From the war drum to the drum machine. From the bonfire cells to the silver screen. Everything you've loved or tried to flee had a trigger pull in your ancestry. So I zoom out, about the track from the start. From the bark of the wolf to the shopping cart. No throne stands without a spark. And every map's been redrawn by the dark. They want dopamine shots to the brain. Flash the signal, play that status game. Then bread from the 8 to the train. Still dance when we hear our name. More lights for the same refrain. Still track when we claim we changed. New mask, but the face is the same. Just codes in a different frame. All you high-tech prophets with your theories. It's the block when it's coded in an eerie. Flock moves like a pulse in the cities. Mimicry, that's the spine of the witty. Group think the tour look pretty. But instincts for the strings, that's gritty. I done seen whole crowds flick quickly. From race to exile, real sickly. We inherited myths, caught in meaning. We still chase tales when we dreaming. Archetypes carved in the ceiling like Venus and Mars in agreement. I ain't saying we ain't got the tools, just that every boy with rules don't mind in the carbon booth, trying to game like it's high school. So I'm at the box full of signal fire. Watch them trade made for a brief empire. Was play for a place in the choir, but I'm building where the stakes go high. Making dance or a mark and spin. Hard to tell where the lines begin. You call it freedom, I see the skin of every primate you had to win. They want dopamine shots to the brain. Flash the signal, play that status game. Then bread from the 8 to the train. Still dance when we hear our name. More lights for the same refrain. Still track when we claim we changed. New mask, but the face is the same. Just codes in a different frame.
Read the eyes like Micro the C said bomb, but the lines had a crease. I saw trust like glass on the street. That F.B.T.B.S.B untied the beat. From A-B with a pack, we no keep. The board on the backseat, primate it's off. Whispers like trade-offs. I said I want the whole play with the face off. But it goes at the trails and I'm way off. Signals crack, send the drop of the links all lies. Voice prints, but it's deep disguise. Crawled out the zeros to rise, but silence broke what the truth implies. That who calibrates the guide. That look don't match what you sight. The mess fails when you hide a spite. No feedback, just passive fights. The facts flow, but the tether tight. Went from handshaking to sleight of hand. Match what that is that we never planned. Now I triple get the floor I stand. It comes when trust breaks, so does the brand. Fire root when the bridge still bust. They curate lies, then ask for trust. Say collab, but it's vacant hunt. Just be clear, but they call it too much. Yeah, she want that bond like a partner. But I read the logs of the charter. Clocks off, every tick got a barter. No zinc, so I step like a martyr. We're going to breach out that Malta. Package dropped and they spun the saga. When trust breaks it ain't just karma. Game base sold out in the armor. I walk slow, now I chase. Build my lane on the cleanup base. They cook up, spin, we cook with grace. Why they cold base, blood with waste. Tired of the mask and the bait. When a full spit fake from the gate. If the truth don't land, it waits. But we ain't got time to fake fake. Went from handshaking to slide of the hand. Maps with edits that we never planned out. Triple check the floor I stand. Cause when trust breaks, so does the brand. Fireproof from the bridge to bust. Curate lives and ask trust. Stay collab, let's bake and hush. I speak clear, they going too much.
flood of tabs in the midnight glow. Too much data, but it's all for show. Clicks don't track what you need to know. Troops upstream where the current's slow. They post sharp but conceal the blade. Claim to stack up, then the meaning fade. Signal lost in the noise cascade. Bias loops you can't evade. Scroll walls now to feed the trap. Rapping dopamine run the laps. Code injection then hide the maps. What's up's clean never gets the claps. Scene thread sponges to bleed the view. Platforms framing what the crowd should do. Transparency's rare, they delete the clue. In this maze, who deceiving who? Had to vet the facts just to breathe again. They remix quotes and then claim it's in. I asked for proof, they responded when. Now I'm pulling back, won't play pretend.
You don't know what I know. You ain't seen what I saw, no. You ain't been where I go. Truth buried so deep, you gotta sift with your mind slow. That headline turn you inside out. Watch the spin, flip the script till the sense fall out. Crack the shell, let the core spill out. Clean feed, now they shook, see the lie crawl out.
The sinful got teeth like a vice grip. Tight on the loop, can't slice it. Half-truths dressed up, look righteous. But the floor and the bass, priceless. They framed out like a favor. Slide false links like a savior. Every source needs a waiver. Ain't no trust when it's all for the paper. Seen smart minds fold in the glare. Pressure makes them say what ain't there. Truth don't trend, so who care? They twist stats like it's solitaire. Deep fake grants, that's the new lens. Bluffing with charts they don't even send. Cord and webs that the bots defend. Had to break free, don't play pretend. Built my scope, wanna clean the field. Check the motive, then watch your gills. I don't play where the facts conceal. Sense makers war, but the soul gets healed.
You don't know what I know. You ain't seen what I saw, no. You ain't been where I go. Truth buried so deep, you gotta sift with your mind slow. That headline turn you inside out. Watch the spin, flip the script till the sense fall out. Crack the shell, let the core spill out. Clean feed, now they shook, see the lie crawl out.
They built the system on scarcity and then sold you the cure. Made us piss in the pool and called it innovation. But we're not just swimmers, we're the water, we're the water, we're the water.
Catch me in the thread with a spin rules. What I mean, I'm saying when I swim shoes. Filthy, but the clicks clipping tools. Flood the feet, pissing straight in the blue. Now every punter got a hot take flu. Watch them dance like it's deja vu. One live dressed up in a new suit. Shine facts, but forgot the root. I drop truth like it's sewage. Watch them bottom, the predators prudent said tied. Now I just knew. Mock each other, just to root units. This stick measuring pool full of grudges. Rival camps all smelling like judges. Spectre surface funkin'. Pretending clean while the bunches. Big charts in their headlines too. Fake fights just to jack the views. Don't get for clown, they play so cute. It still swears with scholar's truth. Backstroke in a sense of pride. They weaponize truth and monetize. I dip the toe, saw how it lied. So I can't avoid it, it's a sequel high. Infectious, relentless. Wise flash, go viral like it's senseless. Some music signal or sinking. Somebody gotta tell me what we're thinking. Stand on every take, even in foul ones. Split the drama and look it in gallons.
Swimming, just splashing out.
Goggles off, ain't no balance. Pool boys, spring pop profits. Selling fan theme park optics.
How you cross that line?
Shell doubts and toxic topics. Used to be discreet, now it's posted. Tooth corroded, but flames been toasted. Swing tees bled like the pole ran closely.
Every lane during the people set.
I seen blue turn brown with spin. Confident drown in a race to win. Backstrokes with a shitty grin. The bacon bro, rinse and begin. No filter, no chances thirst. No that lies and quench it first. Deep state influencer burst. I just float, I rehearse the worst. Been diving in the filters, dial up. Where the ego floats in effect, dry up. This ain't swims, sabotage pod the goozy. It takes with no CPR. Algorithms, stir like a blender. Reality stayed on a pissy agenda. Flash modes require a vendor. And the lifeguard's a paper tender. Reflexes in good ring cake banter. Send a fear on a truthless cancer. Clean facts, banned like panthers. And nobody's asking to plant cancer. Bubble bag full of beef and caps. Clickbait floaties, logic collapse. Flips for lights, but the core's still trapped. And the wolves ain't right, it's so recap. Infectious, relentless. Wise flash, go hard, get senseless. Tell me if you're sticking or sinking. Somebody got temper with thinking.
They don't see what we are till it's broken. Open the shadows, they ask who's spoken. So far apart, and still we are alive, alive. Can't escape it, even distant. The chain reaction's always insistent. So far apart, and still we are alive, alive.
Yeah. Shit. Why is the grid? Every click leaves a mark. If I start, demons and sparks try to climb along with false shares to drag us off the dark. Truth don't sell with neutral game, the seat that feeds the art. We play on like stranded, never cared who it branded. That game is split and stable. Now watch us handed it at you. Real walls, but Buster got the blowing. Now the league is heavy. What's cabin game? Ayy, said when. So we did, but left the village practice land. Learn late that the air was shit. And your loss is where I landed.
They don't see what we are till it's broken. Open the shadows, they ask who's spoken. So far apart, and still we are alive, alive. Can't escape it, even distant. Chain reactions always insistent. So far apart, and still we are alive, alive.
Try to fence off risk, caught in mind, but the flood don't pick that line. Watch neighbors drown from my ground. They found mold in my own spine. Push blank as it felt clean and what that edge threw over the prize. No one tried. While up this ball, we all sleep on stage 49. Echoes in the systems, we code it. Down who's just be riding crime. Cut the boss in so much breath, then paid twice, but it took time. Every style inside the ripple. Every choice rewrote design. Even care becomes political. With survivals redrawn and fine. So I lean in, hand extended. Cause collapse don't draw new lines.
They don't see what we are till it's broken. In the shadows, they ask who's spoken. So far apart, and still we are alive, alive. Can't escape it, even distant. Chain reactions always insistent. So far apart, and still we are alive, alive.
It's always allowed once I build walls. The right bitch, I thread the signal through call halls. Summertime, bring all your banners and your land laws. Keep rise, I move silent like a mock's call. Surrounded by slaves with stakes they won't claim. That ain't the myth that you pretend to flame. Finally got a vision, but it's rained and shame. The rest of y'all still echoing the zero-sum game. Every frame curated, the lenses it get typical. Like telescopes in deep sky, know what the triptych do. Culturally inappropriate. We got the drop on the center. You know retractors to the pen to express what the future might need. And feedback loops I see. The ideologies crash like diseases. Quiet cold underneath the breeze. Every single word of the art we weave. The path I leave, the pact I leave. Look so soft till the structure snaps. Closed system drop, we don't rebuild that. Eye on drive, future on the clean path. Spun $500,000 on the city blend draft. We've been dreaming this for eons. But you thirsty trying to trade a mark piece for equal pawns. I'm in learning loops, pulling yields. You get
the chills, cause the shift is real. Now let me rip and bow tie your collapse. The feeling that you get when the story don't match. It was really us that stayed and held the line.
Conspiracy theory.
But the math line, soul ain't for sale, no synthetic rush. Flat on your back, looking up at what's just chandeliers. Single-handed, I decoded what they call fate. Once in God's just feedbacks and gain states. Turn the page where the old myths break. Float a new one with hands that refuse to wait. And that seems loud, reverberates. It's not fair to greed, we dismantle hate. Bringing you only delay the time to shift. Used to fight for a throne, now I blueprint to live. So cancel me before I restore the commons. The new myth needs no kings or bombings. The difference between builders and bosses is the long game played. You need to zoom out past borders and parades. Drafting futures on avenues. Design peace while the past still paddles in feud. Follow the signal, the change maker. Hasta la vista to the nation breakers. Game B, rocking chandeliers.
The clock don't chase, it just circles. Prepare the shot for the purple. The cuts fade in the murals. What's kept alive, it's eternal. It's all who's turning to me, learning how to pass again. Racing the gas again, no from the cracks again. Stacking need the moments like a ladder out of avalanche. Lines don't need to graph the dance. I just saw your smile and that was half the plan. Could've cashed in, but I held your hand. Could've said mine, but we played it as a band. Soft land, even when the drop's deep, even when the crowd thin. We know it's a heartbeat. Short courts, back streets, playing through the wrong calls, long odds last week, and it still sounds sweet. When the rules been the break, who resets the game? We take the weight, don't play it for fame. Went from solo wins to a shared campaign. We keep the flame, never place the blame. I seen dreams go dry from the thirst to own. I seen kingdoms fall when they play alone, but I seen circles form like a rolling tone. And I've heard it known, we all belong, so we play along. All the field goals I missed, all the deals I dismissed, all the times I had the edge, but I gave a lift. Cause the future ain't a throne, it's a drift, it's a dance, it's a shift. It's a loop that we tune by the way that we give. Here's a hand that you reach when your rival slips. It's a life and defeat that lets others live. I don't play for the bus or the bookends. I play for you stay when the hook bends. No rush, we don't clock out. We keep time like the beat needs a lookout. Pass it back, that's a cheat code. We ain't here for the reload. We here for the seesaw. We here for the echo. We here for the slow roast. Still on the core and we all know. When the rules been the break, who resets the game? We take the weight, don't play for fame. Went from solo wins to a shared campaign. We keep the flame, never place the blame. I seen dreams go dry from the thirst to own. I seen kingdoms fall when they play alone, but I seen circles form like a rolling tone. And I heard it known, we all belong, so we play along.